Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MLG Pro League. It's Rocket League time once again, day number 2. Best joined by a special guest today, got Rich in the casting booth. It's going to be good. Rich, you've been a big fan of the game.
Yeah.
Really big fan of the game. You've been doing a lot of the production stuff, behind the scenes. Now you actually get to come this side of the camera and basically just have some fun. So.
And on patch day.
On patch, oh my God, patch day. I've been getting emails all day, everyone saying, oh, you know, a couple of the servers are down, we're kind of worried. From the patch so far, what have you noticed of any differences? Have you seen any differences yet?
Yeah, most importantly, we got our community flag added, the MLG community flag. Check it out.
Rock that.
Also, this is the beginning of Season 1 for Rocket League. Preseason is now over. This
is true.
And also for us, spectator mode has gotten quite a few improvements. So, but besides that, we had a few changes with how the music works in the game, but besides that, everything else is pretty much the same.
Okay, I'm excited to mess around with the new spectator mode. I know if you're using PC, they macroed buttons 1 through 6 just to individual play, so you can kind of look who is number 1, and you'd be like 1, 2, 3 without having to bring up the
wheel.
The wheel of death, as I like to call it. So big, such a big wheel. But of course, as we said, this is day number 2 of the Pro League. We should kind of let you guys know the tournament format in case you're just tuning in. Maybe you missed day number 1, which was of course last Tuesday. In terms of the tournament format, it's kind of very American. It caught me by surprise. Had to split everything up into divisions. There's 10 teams split among 2 divisions. The top 8 teams split amongst the 2 divisions will go through to our finals. Matches consist of 6 games, 3 home and 3 away. Now, Rich, do you want to explain how the 6 games work? Because it isn't kind of like any other esport right now. It's not where you kind of play a best of 5. You actually play all 6 games.
Yeah. We're going to be playing all 6 games, and it's really good just because of hosting. The EU teams will get a lot of ping when they're on our servers, and this way we're actually gonna get to see who is the best. And not many people are seeing these EU versus NA games, so really excited to see them, especially with this format.
Yeah, day 1 was pretty one-sided. Couple of blowouts. I was a little bit upset. 5-1 and a 6-0 coming in there. We should take a look at our Division 1 standings though. Rich, run me through Division 1.
Yeah, so Kings of Urban ran away. They're in first place. 6 wins, 0 losses. Mad Magic, 6 losses. Flipside Tactics did not get any. Yeah, they didn't rack up any plays.
Neither did Perfect Storm or Swarm Gaming.
Yeah.
So really, it was from Division 1. There was only Kings of Urban versus Mad Magic, and as you can see, pretty one-sided game. And just for future reference, that Team Shazoo should be at the bottom of the scoreboard because they have 6 losses. They shouldn't be number 2. But it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Division 2 standings. Cosmic, this was interesting for me. 5-1 their game. Now, they kind of let their foot off the gas a little bit. Maybe it might come back and bite them in the ass. Doubt it, but it could possibly.
I don't think it will. But that's me. That's me. When you have Kronovi on your team, I think you can afford 1 loss. Yeah. I think you can afford 1 loss.
Magical things can happen when you have Kronovi on your team, that's for sure. Just so you guys know as well, we'll take a look at what you're going to see tonight here on MLG.tv. This evening schedule kicks off in a couple of minutes' time. VQ Untethered coming in as arguably the number 1 team in North America, going up against Supersonic Stars. Excited to see what this European team can bring to the table. Then at 7 p.m, we're going to see Flipside Tactics, the best team in Europe, going up against Perfect Storm. That one should be a good one. And at 8 p.m, to close out day 2 of the Rocket League Pro League, we've got Cosmic Aftershock going up against Air Force 2 in the North American battle. Now, we've seen a lot of Air Force 2. I've casted a lot of Air Force 2. You've watched a lot of Air Force 2.
I've watched quite a bit.
How good do you think Air Force 2 is? Can they potentially try and steal, 3 games off Cosmic Aftershock or no?
I really don't think so. They might be able to get 1. They might be able to get 1. They are a strong team, don't get me wrong. But the defense that Gibbs puts out, it's going to be really hard for Air Force 2 to get through that.
We haven't really seen him fully tested yet.
Yeah. They just don't have the experience that Cosmic has. I mean, Cosmic is like since Battle Cars. So
They go way back.
They go way back.
They go way back. The beginning of a game of this genre, they really do. But we can take a look at what you guys can expect to see coming up next week. It's a bit of a hectic week. We have a Call of Duty final event that we'll be attending. And you can see Thursday, I believe it's going to be the September 17th at 6 p.m. Sorry, it's Tuesday. I was going to say, Thursday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be in Columbus. So yeah, it's Tuesday. Don't worry about that. Ignore it. At 6 p.m., Flipside Tactics versus Swarm Gaming. And at 7 p.m., Mad Magic trying to get a little bit of revenge going up against Perfect Storm.
Yeah, looks like the players are jumping into the game already.
Yo, look how beautiful the new spectator cam is. Oh my goodness gracious me, I'm so excited.
Oh, wow.
Look at it, it's so beautiful. We'll jump straight into the game. If you haven't seen it, take a look at this. It is absolutely beautiful. Massive shout out to the guys over at Rocket League for just listening to potential improvements, going way above what I actually thought they were going to be able to do. This is beautiful. I feel emotional just looking at it, Rich.
This little watching thing in the bottom.
Oh, look at it.
This is incredible.
This is beautiful. And then you've got the score, goals, shots, assists, saves for each individual player. You know you're watching Pluto right now. Oh, I just want to cast this game all the time. This is beautiful. This is so good. It makes me emotional just thinking about it. But anyway, on board with VQ Pluto. First minute of the game, Rich, nothing too crazy going on. You've seen a lot of players just kind of play for that boost.
We have about equal pressure on both sides of the field right now. There we go.
Just as you say that, Rich. Just as you say
right when I say that,
everything is, and then all of a sudden Yemen comes in, hits one in. Nice little goal. Did he? Oh, it was no goal. So we won't. We'll play that one down. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was a little bit of an own goal. We'll have a look at Yemen and see what he can do as making his way over. He needs to play a little bit defensively now. Of course, 1-0 the current score. Pluto trying to go for a little bit of defensive play. Still looking at Yemen, going to pick up that full boost. Should be good to put a cross into the box. Ball's going to be nodded in and off the post and in. It's going to be Waffle coming out big, and so far, Rich, Untethered playing extremely well.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what we thought they would do. They're coming in here. Now you're really seeing the pressure is staying. It's staying on the side it needs to stay on, and that's the only way they're going to be able to score goals is if they keep putting the pressure on, and then they'll get the opportunities. I am impressed by the defense we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see them score a goal within the next 30 seconds.
Okay, well, just as you're talking about the defense, Waffle comes in with a nice save. The attack's going to come in. Yemen not able to make anything happen. Of course, we should point out, as you kind of told me before we even went live, this isn't Untethered's full squad.
No. Luchino is out.
He's out, sadly, today. I wonder...
He's actually at a soccer match.
No way.
Yeah, that's where he is.
That's so Luchino-like.
If he's going to take a break for something, at least it's for soccer.
I hope he's also going to be playing like in real life Rocket League, because that would just be sick. I tried to pitch this to the guys at MLG, saying how sick would it be if at New Orleans, the 100th event, the final, outside in like the parking lot, we had real life Rocket League.
I think we could do it.
I agree. I think we could.
6 cars.
Why not?
Jetpacks.
A couple of jetpacks here and there. Who doesn't love jetpacks, right? Put some nos in. We're good.
Oh, that aerial.
Is that a goal? It is.
No.
Yemen is just so good. And you can see that via the ball cam there as it goes up and over. This new spectator cam is pretty awesome. I'm gonna give some love over to the opposition team, Supersonic Stars. Kilerno 7 is going to be on your screens. See if you can try and make a little play down that left-hand side. Ball is actually being aggressively played. 2.5 minutes left. He's going to go up, and that was a massively failed aerial there, Rich. No way is that ball going to go back in the box. It is. Oh, such a close effort. Still 0-0. Oh, sorry, 3-0. 0-0. You mess around with the free cam. How's that?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the free cam. The free cam has changed the most.
Oh, wow. The free cam changed the most. All right, let's go over to your screen. Yeah, we'll talk about the patch. Like, why not, right? This is 3-1 game.
So the free cam has the ability to soft attach and hard attach now.
No way.
So if you do the different soft attaches, that's kind of like what we're used to. I'm on the player, but I can still move a little bit.
Okay.
The hard attach is actually... actually,
you can still move on.
The hard attach, you stay behind, but you can still move, and then player view should just always be player view.
Okay, cool. But in terms of the free cam,
the fly, which I thought was the free cam initially, you're still on the player, but you are zoomed super far out.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Very interesting, also very confusing initially. I've been trying to go into the free cam, and I've been stuck in the fly.
If you double tap or hit triangle, I think triangle might put you in a fly cam if you just keep through it. Does it?
I think what I have to do... I think I got it.
You think you got it? Okay. All right. Well, you have fun experimenting. Dude, I love updates, man, especially updates which are cool like this. So awesome. And speaking of awesome, Waffle scores another goal, 4-2 in favor of VQ Untethered. Minute 27, we saw a little bit of a comeback there from Supersonic Stars. Rich, from what you were kind of watching, how good is this Supersonic Stars team in your mind?
They're a good team. When you look at how they're playing defense, they're reading the ball very well.
Okay.
And they're trying to do what you have to do in this game, and that's take those good defensive plays with well-timed hits and turn them into offensive strikes. And that was what we saw for both of those goals. They defended the ball, knocked it across the field with a good center, and then followed through. We're seeing Untethered get kind of cocky here. They're marching up the field. They're not always leaving a man back, and that's kind of giving the opportunity for the other team to come in with these well-timed defensive plays and try to score a goal.
Yeah, we'll see if they can try and make that counterattack, because speaking of that, that's going to be coming in right now. Yemen's going to have to go big defensively. He's going to be able to knock that one out to the other side of the box. The ball will be back in now. That one should be above the crossbar, and I don't know what Yemen was doing there, but gets a little bit lucky. Shot's going to be on target off the crossbar. Yemen needs to get rid of it. Does get a little bit of a deflection. Now over to Pluto as he tries to burst down the left-hand side. He should be good to go for a shot off the wall, bouncing it back in towards Supersonic Stars box. But again, so much pressure coming through from Untethered.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we could see another goal right now against Untethered.
You think?
Yeah, I think we might see one more right here.
All right, well, it all comes down to Pluto to make the big clearance, and he does. That's actually off the ceiling of the arena, but he's going to need to go big again. It does. Fantastic aerials coming out of Pluto. And off the post, he almost finished his own shot. The rebound could potentially come in, but it doesn't matter. That is going to be game number 1 coming to VQ.
Oh, wow.
As they get
nice finish. That was a nice finish.
That was sick. Look at this one more time. Big pass comes in from Waffle. In fact, I think he scored the goal anyway. It was a wicked own goal, horrible deflection. But 5-2 is going to be the score in game number 1 of VQ. At 2 VQ Untethered, rather. And of course, as Rich kind of explained at the very beginning of the show, you have to play all 6 of your games to keep it fair. Everything is based off game difference.
Yeah.
And this is this North American? This is North American host first, right?
I am pretty sure, yeah, we're on the North American host.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
So, North Americans having a good time in game number 1.
Yeah, Waffle with 3 goals.
Hit ready up, and then we'll be good to go into game number 2. Waffle with 3 goals.
There
5
we
shots.
go.
3 goals.
Yeah, that's a pretty high conversion rate.
What has been
high conversion rate.
The highest conversion, or who has been a player that you've kind of noticed with an extremely high conversion rate?
I think that the Chino has the highest conversion rate.
He does?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I will double check. I will double check during break. But it's funny to see his teammate having an incredibly high conversion rate right now.
Well, let's have a look. Off the break, I want to watch, who do we know? Well, let's watch Waffle. We didn't really give Waffle a lot of love going into that first game. Of course, Untethered are 1-0 up in this series. You've got to look for them to really just make sure they win their games on North American servers. I know there has been a little bit of server issues throughout the day since that new patch. Hopefully everything today does stay as stable as possible. Thus far, nothing too crazy going on. I think it's fair to say the servers doing a good job. So good job, Rocket League.
Yeah, a little bit earlier, we were actually testing the servers and played a little bit of one-on-one with Doomsy.
Oh, you played Doomsy?
Yeah, I did.
How'd that go?
Pretty well. I was really experiencing a lot of lag. I think the outcome of the match was determined by the lag.
Okay.
I don't know. We can talk to Doomsy about it a little bit later.
What was the score?
It was, I believe it was 18-0, Doomsy. I believe it was 18-0.
Yeah, it was definitely the lag ratio. Yeah. Blame it on the lag.
Doomsy said he was lagging too.
I'm sure he scored 18 goals. It's pretty laggy performance.
Don't want to know how he would have done without lag. Seagull by Stock.
Yeah, what a start. Already, first 30 seconds. Game tied at 1-1. Supersonic Stars and VQ Untethered going toe-to-toe. And as we kind of talked about, this is a pretty big game for both these two teams. The first game in their Pro League. Of course, this is day number 2. But still, you want to come out and put up a solid performance in your first game of the Pro League. It's going to be massive, especially when we kind of talk about goal difference and how big that's going to be. Something that the North Americans, excuse me, didn't really understand about the importance of goal difference. But trust me, I'm European. I watch football all the time. Actual football, not hand egg. Goal difference, massively.
That was a beautiful goal to watch.
It was.
Yeah, one of the nice things about these games too that I'm particularly excited for. These are teams that are we know it's not going to be a blowout like it was in the matches earlier this week.
Yeah, it's going to be close games as opposed to 6-0, 6-1. And as we say that,
tied up right there.
That's Killer now who comes in with the shot, and you're going to get to see it again from here. Look at that shot from Killer number 7. Loves the waffle, loves Yemen. Beautiful finish, and the game tied up at 2-2. 4 goals, Rich, in less than 50 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of really interesting face-offs.
Yeah?
Which you don't see very often in 3v3. But, I mean, that goal right there, the last goal we saw, that was all because of the face-off.
Pretty much, yeah. It was, ball kind of stayed a little bit static. You know, Killer just kind of went, oh, ball's there, I'm going to hit that ball, and I'm going to score with that ball. So, nice plays coming from Supersonic Stars so far. Of course, as it is, or as it stands.
We are seeing the ball a lot more, too, on the orange side.
Right. Yes, very good point.
More so than we saw it last time. We might get a conversion here.
Oh, it's going to come down to goal.
That's a nice aerial.
Oh, he just puts it a little bit too high to the right-hand side. Now, fast break potential coming in for the boys at Untethered. And honestly, this is a good chance for them, but nice defensive plays coming out of Supersonic. And can Godlike get it away? Again, more pressure coming in, though, from Untethered. And this is something Untethered just seem to be so good at, Rich. Just applying so much pressure on the other team's base.
Yeah, we saw Waffle on that initial break really trying to, oh, he does it here again, too. He's trying to punch them for being out of position, but they are getting back quick enough. Oh, that was a very important demolition.
Demolition is, of course, crucial at times. And as you said, Rich, that was a pretty important one right there. Waffle still trying to play for that ball. Ball will be crossed in. Waffle for the diving header. Not going to be able to connect. 2 minutes 50. Waffle goes for it again. Big save. Needs a teammate now to really just come in. It could come down to Yemen. Not going to be able to get it. And this could be now a fast break for the boys over at Supersonic Stars. I don't think they're going to be able to do so, though. And Waffle right now just kind of patrolling that halfway line.
They were a little bit out of position there for a second.
I think they could potentially still be. In fact, they have been able to track back. And is that just ruthless aggression, or is that confidence, Rich? What are you kind of feeling when you see them out of position like that?
Honestly, I think it's just confidence.
Okay. We've seen a lot of teams just play, you know, kind of confident where they don't mind just being that aggressive. Flipside Tactics, for example, a fantastic, you know, example of that. You know, they don't mind being aggressive. They kind of play a rotation system as opposed to having one set defensive play.
Yeah, I mean, most teams are really playing a rotation system. I mean, someone like Cosmic Aftershock, they leave gives back a little bit more than you see with most other teams.
Yep.
But you kind of have to play the rotation just because of the momentum that you get in the game. You really have a lot of moments where the defensive player needs to move up and turn the defensive play into a goal-scoring opportunity.
Let's have a look over at Yemen. Teammate Waffle goes up for that ball. That could actually be good, but a big defensive play comes out of stock. Now this is where Yemen could potentially pounce. Don't think he's going to be able to do so. Waffle once again puts that ball in dangerous territory. It's up, and, well, Yemen smartly playing for that full boost. Now over to Pluto. What can Pluto do? He decides he doesn't want any of that action just yet. He tracks back. Only a minute 13 left.
Oh, Richard. Waffle coming towards.
So close.
Yeah, they're playing really good defense right now, both teams. But
very good.
Waffle is really putting the pressure on. He is hungry for another goal.
This could be it. Pluto goes up. It's going to bounce over him. Waffle's still able to get that vital touch, which keeps it over in Supersonic's boxes. And there it is.
There we
Pluto
go.
comes in and smashes one home. 3-2 now the score in favor of Untethered with just shy of a minute still to play. Rich, what has Supersonic Stars got to do to tie up this game?
I think they have to keep focusing on defense. Okay. I think if they focus on defense, like I said, Waffle's really hungry to score a goal right now. If they get lucky, catch him out of position, they might be able to drive one through.
Okay, well, looking at Yemen, he's just put that ball straight up. Pluto playing very, very defensively. Let's have a look and see what Stocky can do. Stocky may need to track back here, and in actual fact, he's going to have to. Can he now connect with the ball? No, he's not able to do so. Final 30 seconds.
With the aerial.
We need to see Supersonic make a play here. Time ticking. They don't want to go 2-0 down in the series, and if they can take a game on North American host, that is going to be so big for the Europeans, and there it is. A goal goes in from Yemen, and that is now a 4-2 lead in favor of Untethered. You can just see as that ball bounces in, Yemen, fantastic finish from him, able to connect with the finish.
Really impressed with Yemen. I haven't seen very much from Yemen. He is the sub for Lucchino.
He's playing well, man.
He's playing very well.
Extremely well.
I'm curious to see where we will see more of him.
I mean, this is the interesting thing for me. A lot of Rocket League teams don't consist of just 3 players. The rosters are sometimes 4, maybe even 5 players deep, which is very, very surprising to me. So they kind of have players who don't mind being on the bench.
Yeah.
But if I'm a player, you know, who so far in this series at least looks as talented as him, I'd be asking to start.
It's interesting to see how it's going to shape out too as the league is forming.
Right.
What these teams are actually going to do. Like, we have a pro league now, so they know when they're going to be playing.
It got a little bit more serious.
It got a lot more serious. It really did. And now that we have the pro league, they can actually not go to soccer matches and things like that.
Gino, we're looking at you.
Not calling you out or anything, but
we're calling you out. He may not be, but I definitely am. I mean, in all seriousness, it's great for the players, great for the teams, great for the game. You know, having something which is kind of structured in such a way where, you know, like you were saying, we have a game on Thursday. It's going to be at 9 p.m. Let's make sure we're playing that game. Let's make sure we're, you know, competing for the #1 spot in our division, because that's going to be so important. In terms of that, I didn't really ask you who are the teams so far in the Pro League who you think have a good potential shot of being season champions?
Well, I would have to say Cosmic Aftershock is the favorite.
Cosmic?
But the nice thing about the league is we have moved from a place where Cosmic Aftershock was one of the only teams that we were really watching to actually having a competitive playing field.
Right.
Kings of Urban, we've seen them pull off a lot of ridiculous shenanigans already.
Very true. Very true.
But I really think a team to watch is Team Rocket.
Team Rocket?
I think Team Rocket is going to come in 2nd place very easily.
2nd place?
Yeah, I think we're going to see some crazy... people are saying I'm wrong, but we haven't seen Fisho Kid play yet. I don't believe Fisho Kid has played in any of our games.
Okay.
And I'm assuming he will be back soon.
Is he that good?
Watching Fisho play with Cole, they have insane chemistry.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to see that.
I honestly think potential flip side.
Yeah, no, Flipside is definitely a big team to watch too.
I've got root for my Europeans, you know.
Yeah, and they're playing next week. They're playing Swarm Gaming.
That should be a pretty.
That's gonna be good.
I think they should be able to take that. If they don't, I think they're gonna be pretty upset. But back to this game, Rich. Still 0-0, minute and a half gone.
Yeah, just juggling back and forth between both sides.
Yeah.
Every time we think there's going to be a goal, too, we see someone fly in and knock it out.
Just great defense, as you kind of pointed out in that last game. All-round performances from everyone. Very, very strong when it comes to defensive play. Looking at Pluto, who is playing very defensively right now. Waffle, meanwhile, trying to be aggressive. You can kind of just take a look at the right-hand side, and Pluto unable to get that one out. Big, big play coming from the boys over at Supersonic Stars as they try and put a little bit more pressure now over on Untethered, but
really
do so.
Interesting. That was a nice. There was Yemen again. I'm really interested right now. Both teams don't seem to be trying to capitalize the boost as much as we usually see.
Right.
You saw there a full boost on both sides, just sitting there.
What do you think that is?
Honestly, I think it's because of how defensive they're playing right now. I think most of them are capped out on boost, so by not going for the boost, they can be in better position. But someone like Waffle can really take advantage of that.
Ooh, Stocky goes up. Able to put that one back into Untethered's box.
There's Pluto grabbing the boost.
Waffle trying to go for a fast break. Godlight though. He's able to knock that one up. Can he turn around and put it back in? In fact, Stocky will be there. Now over to Waffle on the defensive side. Big touch comes out from him. Can he get a second one? No, he can't.
No, he can't.
And Stocky able to connect with the finish there. You can see it one more time. Just kind of jumps up. Easy goal for him.
Watching this defensively too, we had Yemen in back as the last man, as the insurance, and he did not think it was going in. You could tell by the way he moved. He really thought that it was going to get knocked out, and it just didn't. It might have just been a bad touch. They're going to try to finish here.
Oh, they were lining up, literally lining up in Supersonic's box, but they just couldn't get that final touch on. And honestly, Stocky's going to need to go big
nice center.
Oh my God, Rich, this is so close. So close still. Oh. not out yet.
I don't even know if you chalk that up to good defense or bad offense.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you being brutal.
I'm being a little bit brutal. After my game with Doomsy, the gloves are off.
Gloves are off. Oh, Lord. I mean,
oh,
yeah,
here we go. No defense back there. Yeah, that's getting walked in.
That's bad defense right there. That's what that was. 2-1 in favor of Untethered. And you can see Pluto just wasn't able, Pluto able to finish that goal.
Yeah, he had the boost, and you see after the defensive players, it doesn't look like they had the boost because they drove back in there and tried to grab it at the end.
Okay, well, over on Godlight.
Oh,
he's playing for that boost defensively.
Blue putting pressure on right off the get-go.
It's almost deja vu from where we were at last game, Rich. Minute 30 left. You need to see Supersonic Stars put one at home to try and take this one to overtime. The question is, though, will Untethered continue this ruthless aggression? Thus far, the answer is almost definitely yes here. And Godlight's going to need to have a little bit of a clearance. Comes with saving grace from his teammate, but Killer's not going to be able to get it out. And this is going to be that save I was talking about. It's in off the post.
That whiff was punished.
Waffle, what a finish. Look at this goal. Waffle just goes
if you watch,
flying in.
Yeah, that aerial, you just did not get a great touch on it.
All right, that's going to be 3-1 now in favor of VQ. Again, almost deja vu, Rich, of what happened in that last game that we just watched. Yemen's going to put that one in the box. Killer is able to get it out. Now over back to Waffle. There's the ball back in the box. Dangerous time right here for Supersonic Stars.
Mick, Calerno missed another aerial there.
This could be a goal right here from Waffle. He's going to put it in the far right hand side.
Yeah, Calerno got back just in time. It was close.
Waffle going to go back up again. His aerial's just so dominant, it seems. Ball in the box. 35 seconds still to play. Over to Godlight's perspective. He may need to go big defensively before trying to turn this around for a bit of a counter attack, but up goes Waffle. Godlight is able to get the corkscrew clearance. Waffle puts the ball back in off the left-hand side post. Does not go in. And now you see Stocky try and get that one away, but again,
they're keeping the pressure on. They are really keeping the pressure on. We have not seen the ball leave the blue side for quite some time.
And how is it they're actually able to do that, Rich? What are they doing which is making it just such a good, dominating performance?
So, Waffle is playing great striker, but Pluto, he is knocking the ball center over and over and over again.
Okay, well. For now, guys, we are going to go to a quick commercial break as Untethered find themselves 3-0 up in the 6-game series. We're going to change host as well, heading over to a European server. Be right back.